Welcome to a very special roofing, windows, and siding edition from Hallmark Remodelers. Now, why in the world should you get on the phone right this second and call Hallmark Remodelers about roofing, windows, or siding? Because right now, there are some very, very special, aggressive programs out there. If you need it, if you've thought of it, if you're saying, well, maybe, do it now. Roofing, windows, and siding, how important is it? I mean, come on. For the value of your home, for the energy costs, for the amount of money you're going to save over the long haul, you know you don't want to live in a house with drafty windows or a leaky problem roof or siding that's letting all the energy, all the heat out in the winter and the cold out in the summer. You got to do it now. Why? Special programs, amazing savings. And nobody does work like Hallmark. That's true. We're going to, do a little exploring, go out and about as we always do, show you some of the work that they've done, talk to some of the people, and you know what they're going to say. Oh, Hallmark, we love them. Right now, get on the phone. We got a special number set up, 877-FHA-HUDA. It's very, very easy. It's on the screen. Or, of course, you can go to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. Whatever you do, you got to do it now because these programs are not going to last. Call Hallmark. Get on the phone. Go to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com. Couldn't be easier. So, as I always say, seeing is believing. Let's go take a look at some of the work. Special roofing, windows, and siding edition, Hallmark Remodelers. On the road with Hallmark Remodelers. Here we're doing a special roofing, windows, and siding edition of our program. And I got to tell you, when you talk to Hallmark, when you talk to Al, one of the things we always tell people, not only is it the best material, not only is it the best price, but you get expertise behind it. You get people who are here all the time that take responsibility for the work, that say, you know what, I've been doing this for X amount of years, and can I interrupt you now? I know you're busy doing this. Jim, how long you been doing this for Hallmark?
17 years.
Okay, so this is not your first go-around.
No, not at all.
All right, tell me about this job. What's going on here?
We came in, and it had asbestos shingles on it, and we took care of everything, the shingles, took the shutters off, prepared the rotten wood, replaced the wood that was damaged and rotten, and then we retightened everything. We put the insulation on, and we put the siding on. We flashed the windows, the corner posts, we capped them. Now actually I'm to the point where I'm cutting this soffit, perforated soffit here, and we're installing that.
See, that's important of what you've done. What's really important to people is why do this work? See, that's what people want to know. They'll look at it and go, okay, he's doing a lot of stuff there. Why do I need it? Why should somebody do that?
It keeps the house preserved. The weather, the heat staying in, the cold getting in. We had everything off. We stripped the house and we just put the insulation up. And I went into the owner's home to ask her a question, and it was warm in there. It was actually literally warmer than it was. And I asked her, I said, does it seem warmer in here since I just put the, and she said yes. So just putting the insulation up, she was impressed.
There's an experience that owners have with you that's a little bit unique than a normal, typical contractor. You really work with the homeowners and raise a level of comfort and make sure that you're always there no matter what, right?
I take care of the homeowners just the same way I would want to be, my mother or my family or myself, I would want to be taken care of. For instance, this job, she had bushes around. I trimmed all the bushes down. I took a lot out. I cleaned all the perimeter. And it didn't even cost her a penny.
You see, that you won't find from a typical contractor. They're just going to come in and say, all right, do the work, slap it up, and boom, they're out and done. There's a lot of care, and that idea of treating you like family is something that really is a cornerstone of the way Hallmark does business, and it has done for decades.
That's what we're about, guaranteeing, treating the customer right, doing the best we can, and that's all we do.
All right, so this work, obviously this is an active work zone right now. There's a lot of work that's going on here. I hear some banging.
Sure.
What's going on the other side?
We're starting to put the insulation on, and you can go around there and see.
All right, take me around. Show me what's going on. Let's go. Okay, see, that's the magic of TV. So now we're on the other side of the house. Jim, what am I looking at here?
Well, this side here is completed. This is the insulation, the siding, the windows are capped, the fascia is done. And what happens, we go in about 3 inches to 4 inches under the shingle, So this way water doesn't get behind, and this side is completely
So the
done.
quality is there, obviously, and it's quite beautiful, which is another great benefit. Not only are all the economic benefits there, but it's really nice. Now, obviously, something's going on here. Is this what it was?
This is how it looked, the whole house.
Wow, this is cool. This is great before and after. What a shot.
Right. And what happened is we took the shutters off, and we put insulation. We stopped right below the sill there, which we had to replace. We leave that open until we replace it, and then we'll get all the insulation up. And you can see there's a few areas where the wood the sills need to be replaced. So we don't cover that. We put the wood in, and then we get everything covered. We have to secure these loose shingles here, and this is what it's like.
Here I've shown you, when you do business with Hallmark Remodelers, you are getting a level of care and expertise that is unmatched in the industry. That's why Hallmark's been around for over 40 years. You don't last in this business without taking care of people, without doing the job right. So that's number one. Now, you've seen, obviously, the difference between what was and what is. You've seen the level of expertise and knowledge and care when it comes to roofing, windows, and siding. But I guess the ultimate proof is talking to the homeowner. Now, you're not afraid for me to go and ask the homeowner how things have gone along here, huh?
Not at all, not at all.
All right, so I'll tell you what, without any further ado, let's stop for a second. We're going to switch locations and meet the person whose home is being transformed by Hallmark Remodelers. On the road with Hallmark Remodelers, the special roofing, windows, and siding edition. Have you called Uncle Al yet? Have you dialed that number, 877-FHA-HUD8? Have you gone to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com? Couldn't make it easier. So I challenged Jim. I said, listen, are you afraid if I talk to the homeowner, she's going to be as happy and as rosy as you are? He goes, oh, no. You go ahead. You ask the homeowner anything you want. I am here with the homeowner, Rowena Young, and thank you for inviting us here to see all of this work being done in your home. I appreciate it.
Oh, well, they're really doing a nice job, and I'm well pleased with it. And Al worked me through everything. I mean, I never would have gotten this far if it had not been for him.
I didn't even have to ask a question. And this is you got a lot of enthusiasm, don't you, about this?
Oh, yeah, I'm telling the truth. They have all been professional, and it's been a terrible season, but it's being done.
I know the weather has been rough. So, I know that we got the technical explanation from Jim. And how's it been working with this guy anyway? You like him?
Oh, Jim is great. Yes, I like Al. I like Al first, but Jim is great, and he carries out everything great, and I'm pleased with the job.
All right, well, that's good. So tell me, what exactly are you having done in the house? I know he went through the technical aspect of it. What's going on here with the home?
I saw the advertisement on television, and I saw where I could develop it, and we had to put
So you called Al because of an ad you saw on TV? I'm going to have to ask for a raise now. Okay, I didn't realize that. Al,
Yes.
you call me. All right, so you saw the ad on TV, and what happened?
So I needed a roof and needed side. I needed to upgrade it to make it look like me. So Al walked me through all of that, and we got to this point, and it's great. It's just, it looks nice.
And it looks beautiful. You're doing all of it. It looks like the windows are being redone, the siding, the roofing was done.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of work that needs, and we
Yes.
saw the before and after of it.
Yes.
And did it really affect the inside of the house? Because that's one of the things that was striking when Jim said that. He says he put the insulation up at one point, and it was warmer in the house almost instantaneously.
Right, I could tell immediately, especially when the snow came, that there had been work done on the house.
Was it difficult at all working with Al? How was the process done, and are you satisfied with it?
Oh, Al is a hands-on person. He contacted me at every point. If I had questions, I could call him, and he just worked through it nicely. I would have never gotten it done if it had not been him working with me.
And I've always said that. That's, he's been around doing this for better than 40 years. He knows what he's doing. And you don't last in this business without having that level of expertise and giving owners not what they want, but providing them with a level of comfort that's really important. I think that's important to just about anybody when you're doing a big job.
Yeah, I'm really satisfied with it. And they have worked real well with the weather and me, but I'm really satisfied with it.
All right. And it appears that, when all is said and done, this is really going to be terrific. Have they talked to you about what it's going to do to the value of the home?
Yes, that was important, that I increased the value of the home and everything. And I can see what it's going to do to the value of the home. It's going to make it all better and more valuable. I'm sure it will.
Good. One more question about Al and Hallmark. And this, it becomes a little bit touchy with some people, but it's important to a lot. financing and paying for the job. Al's got all sorts of programs. Right now, there's some very, very special, I told you, roofing, windows, and siding programs. That's why we're doing this special program. Call that number now, 877-FHA-HUD8. When it came down to the money aspect of it, how was working with Al?
Oh, it was great. I mean, you know, like he explained a lot of my resources and a lot of things that I could do, but he walked me through it step by step and my options and everything, and I was happy with my decision.
All right, last question. Ready? If somebody comes up to you and says, yeah, you know what? I see you getting work done at your house. Who are you going to tell them they should give a buzz to?
Oh, Al, of course.
Oh, you will do that. All right.
Of course I will.
All right. So you've heard it again, over and over and over again. Lots of satisfied people. And the reason they're satisfied, quality of the materials, quality of the workmanship, the price, quality of the customer experience when the work is being done. You're not going to find that anywhere else. That's why Hallmark's been around for over 40 years, okay? Special programs right now. Do me a favor, call the number, get on the website, hallmarkremodelers.com, and we are going to keep going. We're on the road with Hallmark Remodelers, a special roofing, windows, and siding edition, Hallmark Remodelers. So have you called yet? 877-FHA-HUD8. This is the special roofing, windows, and siding edition from Hallmark Remodelers. When you call, why should you do it right now? Special programs, thousands in savings. Get the guys out to your house. You've seen the kind of work that can be done. You've seen the before, you've seen the after, you've seen the level of expertise, the level of comfort that Hallmark can bring to your home. Not only that, the price, and everybody's concerned about that, that's the most important part sometimes, couldn't be better. 877-FHA-HUD8. Of course, you can go to the website any old time, hallmarkremodelers.com. Whatever it is, get a hold of Uncle Al right now. You'll love it. For roofing, windows, and siding, you got to do it now. Hallmark Remodelers. It's the roofing, windows, and siding special for Hallmark Remodelers. And of course, when you talk Hallmark Remodelers, you have to talk about kitchens and bathrooms. Now, I am in the home of Christine and Ernest Milliner, and Hallmark Remodelers just redid their kitchen and their dining room, and it is spectacular. I mean, that word doesn't even fit it. Christine Milliner, do you love your new kitchen?
Yes, I do.
I knew that was going to be the answer, because you know what? You ask a question that demands a one-word answer. I knew that's what I was going to get. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the kitchen, I want to talk to you about Hallmark Remodelers and Uncle Al specifically.
Okay.
How did you find Al?
Off the internet.
Off the internet, okay.
Off the internet.
And what were you looking to redo the kitchen and, or, you know, work in the home, or what were you looking to redo?
I was looking to redo the kitchen.
All right, so you called in, would you write an email, or you made a phone call, what'd you do?
No, what it was, I was on the internet looking for kitchen remodelers, and I came across Hallmark, and I wanted to find out more about it because it was a BPC certified. So I called the telephone number, and that's when I got in contact with Al.
How was the experience working with Al?
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. He said he was very patient, and I explained to him exactly what I wanted, and he sat down with me, and he mapped out the kitchen floor plan for me and told me what he could give me and gave me about a ballpark estimate.
Okay.
And then we talked about the different type of materials, and he explained some things to me that I wasn't even aware of.
Take me through what they did, the materials that are here, from the walls to the cabinetry.
The stove, the sink was moved. I added the dishwasher. The vents up there was cut through and brought back over. Oh, please. The lights, the cherry cabinets, all of this is brand new, down to the floor. You want what you see on television. Okay, you want what you see in the magazines, but that doesn't always apply into your home.
And that's why you need somebody with that expertise and that knowledge.
Right, because he gave me a whole different floor plan, right, of how to rearrange my kitchen, because I didn't even know my kitchen could be done like this.
Wow.
I really didn't. I really didn't know.
Well, that's part of the magic of Hallmark Remodelers is that, but again, it's like taking that idea and turning it into, just turning it up a notch and then another notch, and the end result obviously was well worth it.
Yes, it was. Yes,
Okay,
it was.
so we see the materials, we see the quality of the workmanship, we know that you're satisfied with that. Talk to me about the job itself. When the guys were here doing the work, You know, were they on time? Did they do what they were supposed to do?
You know what? I worked with a lot of contractors, and these contractors, they were very, very nice. They called me by my first name. And you know, that's very, it's nice that you can have a one-on-one with the contractors that you work with. You know, they call you by your first name. They're on time. They tell you they're going to be here at 7 o'clock. They're here at 7 o'clock. Sometimes they was even here earlier than 7, waiting for me. You know what I mean? And they came in, they cleaned up behind themselves, which is very, very good. Because, you know, contractors, a lot of them don't do that.
From the experience of working with Al to the experience of working with the contractors, obviously the end result, the materials that are used, you're a happy camper.
Oh, yes, yes.
And as well you should be. If you've looked around the kitchen, you can absolutely see the quality of the work that was done. It really is beautiful. Listen, I want to thank you for joining us here on television and taking time out of the day and taking time away from the cutie over there who's, I'm talking about the little cutie. I'm talking about a little cutie. You know, again, this is what happens. We go into people's homes that are affected and done by Hallmark remodelers, and this is real. So if you're looking to do some work, kitchens, baths, and again, we're talking really primarily roofing, windows, and siding on this very special program, give Uncle Al a call, 877-FHA-HUD8. We'll put that number on the screen. In fact, I even wrote it down to make it easier. That's 877-342-4838, 877-342-4838, 877-FHA-HUD8. It's easy. Or, of course, you can go to the website just like Christine Milliner did here, hallmarkremodelers.com. Whatever the job is, you want it done right, you want it on budget, you want it under budget, you want it on time, Hallmark Remodelers. This is the special roofing, windows, and siding edition for Hallmark Remodelers. Now, if you haven't called Uncle Al yet, yes, Mrs. Milliner, yes.
There's one thing I wanted to mention to you.
Okay, what?
The budget.
That's a big deal. Yeah, what are you thinking?
You know what? When you have a certain budget, right, you want to be able to get what you want within that budget. Al was great. First thing he asked me was, what's your budget? That was the first question. And I told him what my budget was, and he told me what he could give me within my budget. And then he even told me some things I could get within my budget that I didn't even was aware of. So I just wanted to let you know that Al works with you.
If you need the work done, we've got special programs right now. It's going to save you thousands, I mean thousands of dollars. Call the number now. Roofing, window, siding, 877-FHA-HUD8. All right, we're on the road with Hallmark Remodelers. Let's move. It's the special roofing, windows, and siding edition from Hallmark Remodelers. We're out and about looking at jobs here and there, talking to people, talking to the guys doing the work, talking to the homeowners. But you know, Hallmark does a lot more, and you know this, than just roofing, windows, and siding. One of the things Hallmark has been known for over the decades has been great kitchens, great bathrooms, additions, decks, masonry work. You know the kind of work Hallmark does. You've seen it. Let's go take a look. Are you going to love what's in here? We are in the home of Mrs. Julie McMenamin. I got to tell you something. This kitchen is something special. Do you love it?
Yes, I do.
All right, I thought so. So do me a favor. Tell me what the process was when you talked to Hallmark. How did you get them to do this project for you?
It was a lot of work. They came out, they showed us what they had, and then we had to decide what we wanted, basically, but it was hard picking out the colors. That was the biggest thing.
Because you had so many choices?
Yes, a lot of choices.
That's what I figured. All right, so now what was done in here? If you would take us step by step, because I see there's a lot of really nice detail work, especially in the flooring and the baseboards, in the trim around the windows and the doors. Tell me what was done.
They basically ripped out the entire kitchen and my flooring, and they had to do a wet bed, that's what they call it, so that I could get a nice even floor.
Now, what is this? Is this a marble tile? What am I looking at?
A ceramic tile.
Ceramic tile. That's really, really pretty. Now, again, how many choices did you have when you looked at that?
Oh, way too many. Way too many. But I like basic, simple colors, and that's what I finally went with, a neutral tone.
All right, so let's move up off the floor. Talk to me about the trim, because I really like the wood trim around the doors and the windows.
Well, we had white trim around there before. They took all the old white trim off and put a beautiful wood up, and then we stained it afterwards and to try to match the cabinets the best we could.
You really, let me tell you something. You've done good. Okay, speaking of the cabinets, talk to me about the cabinets. I mean, everything from the detail on them to what appears to be really upgraded handles.
Yes, the handles, we have never had handles before, and we really like, it took us a while to pick those out because we wanted one color and then the other, dark, light, we weren't sure, but we really liked them.
Right.
And the color, I just love the color. We had a much lighter wood before, and we wanted to go something deeper but not too dark, and this is perfect.
The countertops, really spectacular.
I love these countertops. I had Formica countertops before. They were starting to crack and look dull and everything, and this is just fabulous.
And they redid, obviously, the backsplash as well?
Backsplash. That's a special tile, and that's, again, they said it was very, very hard to cut, and I can't remember exactly the type it was, but we picked out so many different colors, we weren't even sure what we had when they were finished. Till they put it up, we were like, oh, that's the color we picked, and we loved it.
What was it like working with Hallmark?
Good. Bruce, who came in and did our kitchen, did a fantastic job, and he listened to anything I had to ask about or tried to, fix things the way I wanted them.
Most important part, was it done the way you wanted it? Was it done timely? Did it come in on budget? How did we do?
Oh, great.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes, everything was good. Everything came out the way we wanted it and on time.
That, again, that most important. Now, as we're looking around the kitchen, we also did a little snooping around the outside of the home. What was done outside?
We had a new roof and all new siding put on. Changed the whole look of the house.
What did it look like before?
It was a pale blue siding with a dark roof. The original.
Pale, but wow, you really did change the look, didn't you?
Well, the blue was supposed to be a deeper blue, but it faded over the years, and that's when we decided we finally needed new siding. And they did a spectacular job on the roof and the siding.
One more thing in the kitchen. Can we come back here? Because I know we were looking outside at the siding on the windows. The hi-hats. Tell me about that.
Oh, I love my new hi-hats. It makes the kitchen so much brighter. And
you did something smart, didn't you? Because these are not incandescent bulbs.
No, we put in this energy saver lights because they do save a lot of energy.
The last question is, you're satisfied, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if somebody were to come to you, I have to do this. I know it's like playing around. If somebody were to come to you and say, I'm thinking about getting something done in my house, what would you tell them?
You can talk to Al.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. And when it is, you know that it's time to call Hallmark Remodelers. Why? Roofing, windows, and siding. This is the special roofing, windows, and siding edition of On the Road with Hallmark Remodelers. Now, we're going to run around all over the place and take a look at some roofing, windows, and siding jobs that Hallmark has done, is in the middle of. We'll talk about all of the energy advantages, the economic advantages, talking about new roofs, new windows, new siding. You know what they are already, but why now? Obviously, when the weather is this cold or it gets real hot in the summer, it becomes a major issue for a lot of people. Nothing really makes a home more uncomfortable than drafty windows. And of course, nothing is more maddening than having a problem with your roof, right? Okay, so why call Hallmark Remodelers now? Why get on the website and go to hallmarkremodelers.com and say, Al, you got to talk to me about roofing, windows, and siding right now? Because there are special programs right now. You see the toll-free number on the screen, 877-FHA-HUD8. 877-FHA-HUD8. Get on the phone, call it now, because right now you will save thousands. And I'm not talking just about the energy savings, the electricity savings you're going to, gain because you've got new roofing, new windows, and new siding. You know about that already. I'm talking about when you have a job done, no matter how big or small that job is, you will save thousands. I want to let you know something else. Whether it's a whole roof or just a repair on a roof, whether it's a whole set of windows or just a window or two or a repair, you got to do it. You got to do it because it will make you comfortable. You got to do it because your house will be so improved it'll be worth more money. You know all of that already. And of course, Hallmark is known for all sorts of other jobs as well. Kitchens, baths, additions, decks, walkways, mason, whatever it might be, any sort of home improvement, with 40 years of experience, better than 40 years of experience, Hallmark Remodelers can do for you on time, on budget, and you will love the work. Get on the phone, 877-FHA-HUD8. Call Al, Hallmark Remodelers. In the meantime, let's go on the road. What am I looking at here, Mrs. McGuigan?
You're looking at a house that's basically been transformed from the Amityville horror house to a home.
Really? Tell me what was done.
When we initially bought the house, the other owners had done everything themselves. Nothing was up to code. They basically ripped everything down to the siding from the 1950s and
Wow.
worked from the ground up and rebuilt it. This used to be double doors, sliding doors that went nowhere. There was
Wait a minute. Up on the second floor?
Second floor, there were sliding doors that had wood,
You're kidding.
which Ray went like this and pulled it off. That went nowhere. Apparently, they planned on building a deck at one point in time.
And that never got done.
That never got done. So they came, they put a wall in. They're in the process of building the wall in the bedroom. So I have a whole nother wall in that bedroom. I lost a whole wall for 5 years.
So this is a big job. Now, how did you get involved with Hallmark?
My husband actually made an appointment,
Okay.
and Dennis came out, and he walked around the house, and he was very knowledgeable, knew what he was talking about. Half the stuff I didn't understand what he was saying, but
Okay.
he came, and there no pressure. He gave us a quote on it, which I had tried to get separate things done: the deck, the fencing, the house. And I think going with the single general contractor, it saved me, upwards of $5,000.
That's huge. And again, when you're dealing with a company like Hallmark, they could take care of every one of these jobs you're going to have done, right?
They are taking care of every one of them.
Oh, okay. All right. So what has been done now? It seems like the siding looks just about complete, right?
The siding is just about complete. I think there's a small section in the back that needs to be complete, and that's it.
How's the experience been? How's the work been going?
It's great. I get up in the morning, I go to work, I come home. There's a little more done each day. It's like a total transformation. It's been painless.
That is key, painless. When somebody tells you they're going to do something, it gets done when it's supposed to get done?
From the time that I first met Ray till tomorrow, which it will be all complete tomorrow, it was a total of 2 weeks.
All right, so the most important question, somebody comes up to you and says, yeah, you got a lot of nice work done here. Any idea where I can get some work done? What are you going to tell them?
Actually, Ray was on my roof last night at 9 o'clock at night.
You're kidding.
No, because he was afraid that it was going to leak. Give me a
Okay.
heart attack doing the monkey thing, climbing up, ladders at night. And both my aunts want to know who is doing the work here, and they're both good
You have to
customers.
be impressed with that, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
He couldn't have showed up at a better time, so.
Thanks very much for your time. Appreciate you letting us in here to your home. All right, so we're just about out of time. You have seen it all. Roofing, windows, and siding, of course. You know that Hallmark is known for kitchens and bathrooms. In fact, I wrote them all down because I wanted to make sure that we hit them all. Whatever kind of work you want done. Roofing, windows, and siding, of course, because again, we've got those special programs going on. Bathrooms, kitchens, additions, decks, HVAC work. You need, you redo the house with the siding and the roofing and the windows. Maybe the heater and the air conditioner need to be taken care of too. Amazing savings can be had with that. Call Hallmark about that. You can do driveways, walkways, any sort of concrete work, decks, masonry. Not too long from now, it's going to be beautiful weather outside. You may want to talk about the outside of the home as well. If you need work done, I'm talking 40 plus years of experience, Uncle Al's going to take care of you. When it comes to workmanship, and you've seen that, when it comes to price, when it comes to quality of the materials used, nobody beats Hallmark Remodelers. So right now, one last time, you got an opportunity. Take advantage of those very special programs. Whatever work you want done, but especially roofing, windows, and siding now, 877-FHA-HUD8. Go to the website, hallmarkremodelers.com, and we'll see you soon, hopefully right in the office of Hallmark Remodelers.